Chapter 3, The Hero's Awakening, Part 2. The file revealed details about her mother's last communication with Viridian. It seemed like she had unraveled crucial information about the nanobots and their potential. However, just as she was about to share her findings, the communication was abruptly interrupted. Alex was convinced that this information could be the key to solving the mystery behind his mother's disappearance. The search for his mother led him to explore the most enigmatic corners of New York. Each step plunged him into a deeper and more dangerous mystery. On a rainy night, he visited an informant named Tixon in a seedy bar in the Bronx. This man, with scars on his face and a tired look, provided her with a crucial clue about a conspiracy involving Viridian and the disappearance of her mother. "Careful, boy. You are treading on dangerous ground," Tixon said with an aggressive tone. "Viridian men are capable of anything." The informant handed him a file and warned him to keep his eyes wide open. Alex decided to return to his apartment. He spent hours analyzing the contents of the file, diving into a sea of classified information that shed light on his mother's dark past. The magnitude of the details overwhelmed him, and he knew he needed help deciphering some key points. He decided to turn to his trusted companion, Mike. In a quick gesture, he pulled out the phone from him and dialed Mike's number. The call was brief but crucial. Alex explained the meeting with Tixon, his informant, and the urgency of quickly analyzing some of the content he provided. "Mike, I need your expert eyes on this. I'm sending you some documents now. There is crucial information that I cannot ignore. Can you take a look and see if you find anything that stands out?" Mike, being the loyal ally he always was, accepted the challenge. Alex knew that with Mike's analytical mind, they could more quickly unravel the secrets buried in the documents. While he waited for his friend's response, Alex once again immersed himself in the tangle of information, aware that every minute counted in this desperate search for answers. After hours of immersion in reading, the aroma of coffee permeated the air, mixing with the intensity of the thoughts swirling in Alex's mind. Each sip was a palette of flavors that accompanied the revelatory discovery on the pages in front of him. The earthy notes of coffee intertwined with the bitterness of the mystery surrounding his mother's past. In the dim light of his desk lamp, each written word seemed to contain a glimmer of the truth he had been searching for. The cup of coffee gradually cooled as Alex immersed himself in the revelation that his mother, long before giving birth, had been part of a subtly sinister experiment carried out by Viridian. Alex's thoughts intertwined with the rising steam of the hot drink as he immersed himself in the information about the insertion of nanobots into his mother's biological system. The atmosphere in the room was charged, as if each printed word shed light on a dark enigma that had remained hidden for so long. These nanobots, an amalgam of human, alien DNA, and advanced technology, lay dormant in his mother's blood like a sleeping secret. The temperature of the room seemed to drop, as if the air itself preserved the echo of the past and the stillness of the secret. However, something in the present was awakening them from his slumber, something that was still beyond Alex's understanding, leaving him with a sense of urgency as reality unfolded before him like a puzzle waiting to be solved. In the tense silence of the room, the phone burst with a vibration that cut the air. The sound, like an echo in the stillness of the investigation, broke Alex's concentration. His eyes, previously fixed on the declassified documents, rose to the illuminated screen that revealed the name of his coworker, Mike. The light from the phone tinkled in the gloom, highlighting the contours of the room that became increasingly claustrophobic with intrigue. With a quick gesture, Alex answered the call, feeling the tension radiate through what Mike was saying on the other end of the line. The communication, filled with background murmurs, added a layer of mystery to the scene. Mike's voice, imbued with palpable urgency and almost palpable expectation, resonated in Alex's ear like an echo charged with mystery. The telephone communication, more than a simple exchange of words, seemed like a shared tense whisper. The distant hum of the city filtered through the headset, mixing with the emotions floating in the air, creating a symphony of anticipation and suspense. "Alex? I have news about the case. It's something unusual," Mike said, as if he were about to reveal a hidden secret. "Yes, Mike, what's wrong?" Alex responded, catching the tension that resonated in his friend's voice. It was as if the gravity of the information shared had left its mark even from a distance, weaving an invisible thread of intrigue. Mike's words, transmitted over the phone, were more than a casual announcement. Each syllable carried the weight of revelation, and Alex could feel the plot of conspiracy weaving around him. The atmosphere in the room changed, filled with an aura of uncertainty and promise. "I'm at the bar in the Bronx. I've investigated the documents you gave me about Tixon. I think I found something you should see," Mike announced, and the words echoed in Alex's ear like the ringing of bells announcing a crucial turn in the story. Alex's heart began to beat with an intensity that resonated in the silence. Tixon, the shady-looking informant they had contacted in a seedy bar, was paying off. Wasting no time, Alex left his apartment and headed to the Bronx, preparing for the unknown. The bar was enveloped in suffocating darkness when Alex entered. Mike was in a secluded corner, looking anxious. They greeted each other with a handshake, and Mike showed him a document that he had found among Tixon's contacts. It was a blueprint of the secret Viridian facility on the outskirts of the city. A shiver ran down Alex's spine as he looked at the map that revealed a network of hidden passages and clandestine research rooms. The conspiracy extended further than he had imagined, and now, with a tangible clue in his hands, Alex prepared to delve even deeper into the enigma surrounding his mother and the Pandora Project. With all the information gathered, Alex with more uncertainties on his path than discoveries, the following days passed quickly and his appointment was approaching. November 15th, the day of the appointment, finally arrived, and Alex showed up at the lab with a mix of anxiety and determination. He was greeted by scientists in white coats who subjected him to a series of exhaustive analyses. During the evaluation, one of the scientists injected nanobots into his body, a process that went unnoticed by Alex, distracted by the other procedures he was undergoing. The nanobots, designed to interact with his alien and human DNA, began to spread throughout his system without him being aware of their presence. When the tests were over, Alex left with more questions than answers. Little did he know that within him, the nanobots were beginning to activate, gradually transforming his biology and triggering the metamorphosis that was to come. In the days after the tests, Alex began to notice subtle changes in his body. He became stronger and more agile than he had ever been. His senses sharpened and telekinesis became easier to control. However, he still did not fully understand what was happening. One night, while he was training his skills in the privacy of his apartment, an explosion of energy surprised him. A burst of light surrounded him and he felt something inside him unlock. It was as if the nanobots had completed their activation process. Alex realized that he was in the middle of transforming himself into a being much more powerful than he had imagined. He looked in the mirror and saw a sparkle in his eyes, a glow that wasn't there before. He knew that his life would never be the same. His path to becoming a hero had accelerated. He was destined to face unimaginable challenges and discover his true identity. The combination of his alien DNA and the nanobots inside him had made him unique in the world. While following clues to the conspiracy, Alex found himself in an abandoned warehouse in New York Harbor. In the middle of the darkness, he came across a group of armed men. The confrontation was violent and frenetic. With astonishing dexterity, Alex deployed his newfound abilities, thanks to the nanobots in his blood. He defeated the men and escaped from the warehouse, feeling a mix of euphoria and confusion. The date marked November 15th, and Alex's path had become dangerous and unpredictable. His powers continued to develop, and his determination to find his mother and unravel the Viridian conspiracy grew stronger with every challenge he faced. Alex Turner's story was becoming an odyssey of discovery, danger, and transformation as he entered a world where reality and science fiction intertwined in a way he could never have imagined.